Hey everybody, it's the NFT Circus Friday edition. Yet again, we have TC, my co-host. We have Eric Mindmaster, and we have Nick T here. He is here to tell us about the WAXWORKS Yoshi collab music contest. Eric has a really cool project. And we have, I think Charged Particles is coming on here in a little bit. We're waiting for Crackers. He might have taken a nap. We are not quite sure. But hopefully he'll show up here in a second. Also, this is our 50th show, guys. So we've done 50 of these things. Yeah, 50 of them. So in a proper way, we're going to do a lot of giveaways. I think on this one, I'll just be giving away some NFTs. And to enter the giveaways, go ahead and type in $MORBS into the YouTube chat, and you'll be automatically entered to get these prizes. So what's going to be the first prize? I had a really cool email from M.O.R.B.S, and M.O.R.B.S is going to give us this one to give away, which is a really great piece that he's coming out with, the wax under 13 cents piece, and his art is just super cool. So this is going to be our first giveaway, and I'll wait a little bit until people kind of get in here so they can enter. But anyway, before we get going here, also Cole from Giant Giraffe. It was going to come on the show, but he had a family emergency, so he's not going to be able to attend today. So he's going to come back, I think, next Friday instead. So hopefully we'll see him here next week. But right now, let's talk to the man right now. Nick, you are becoming a programming artist at this point. You're changing the game here. It's not about NFTs anymore. It's about utility here, and you're building some really cool tools for artists. One is this wallet viewer, which is super cool. We're gonna take a look at that here in a second. You also have an IWA directory, which is a new concept as well, which I think people should be getting on as well. So we're gonna take a look at this as well. But before we do that, there's a contest going on. What's going on about this contest, man? So Yoshi Kanda, he's been on our show multiple times. He's a music producer. He has the Yoshi Drops, and he got together with Nick, and they're doing a really cool collab contest for a songwriting or music NFT contest. And tell us about it, Nick. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of was spawned by NiftyBLOX doing that Betsy contest. It was such a cool, community engaging, awesome. I mean, that's how I found Mindmaster's art too here. Right. It was through the Betsy thing. Yeah. And Yoshi was like, yeah, well, what do we do about, music? How do we support the other half of the wax community? Right. And he was willing to put up 1,000 wax in prizes, and came to me and was like, what can we do to make something cool, make something really engaging? Right. So I was thinking well, if we had an art collective, we would do, a small prize pool. We'd split it up so that multiple people can win. And the whole goal is to try to bring, non-wax musicians in with wax artists to do collabs and to kind of enter a contest. We didn't want them to be competing against each other. So there's 2 grand prizes. Nice. Yeah, and it's another opportunity to kind of demo what WAXWORKS is, which is this gallery wallet that's meant to allow multimedia artists, people that make video, music, comics, books, allow them a place to kind of show their wares, attract more customers, give the customers a better viewing or reading experience. Yeah. So it was just this confluence of things, and the contest was while I'm doing my alpha test, it's a perfect stress test, community engagement. I mean, there's just so many positive things going for it. And I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it will be too, man. And you have some, good artists that are coming now onto Wax. We have Abstract Dragon. There's a lot of great stuff out there. JRG, who's been doing it for a while, and all these other people are starting to drop some other stuff. I just saw Brady Toast put in his one in there. So
sounds great. I just listened to it.
So it's really cool, man. It's really cool. I can't wait to hear what everyone's going to be doing.
I think
I'm going to try. I've been slightly busier than normal this last couple of weeks, but I don't know if I should do an old one or do something new. Let me see if I have time this weekend. See if I can pop something out. But
well, Yoshi and Abstract also volunteered to help if anyone has music questions or wants help getting a track together.
Which is really cool. Yeah, I saw Abstract say that in the space the other day. So they'll be able to help you guys out. If you are just starting off with GarageBand or any kind of any other kind of DAW out there, to make music. I'm sure the Abstract can give you some help with that. Make sure you can get a track made. And nowadays, it's much easier to make music nowadays than it used to be. So, I mean, even if you have a phone, you can make music. So, You don't need a big rig to do something. So anyway, that's really cool. And so when's the date on this? What's the final date? It's May 27th. Is that the
Yeah, it's Yoshi's birthday. I really wanted to make the contest run for an extra week to give people more time.
Sure.
But he really wanted this to be like this birthday celebration, and
cool.
It was a sweet idea. So
yeah, nice,
I
nice.
thought maybe we could make it happen for him.
Nice. And so yeah, so this is going to drop, and then where's he going to put the tracks? Is it going to be on your site WAXWORKS exclusively, or where are you going to be putting
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, this wallet is a real Wax wallet, the contest.
Yeah.
So if people submit their #1 mints to the Wax wallet,
Yeah.
they'll be able to view that as the contest, like for as long as it's still up there.
Yeah.
But they'll be able to listen to those tracks, maybe find some new artists they want to purchase from. I mean, it becomes a long, like an advertising tool for the artists, and a collaboration tool.
This
and
wallet
then,
is cool, by the way. This is the wallet in the background that I'm kind of showing guys. How did you even come up with this? First of all, this is really, really cool.
I'm a long-time Magic the Gathering player, right? So I always had my binder of my trade cards, and you'd have like, you'd have a stack of cards. Sometimes you would have more than one copy of certain ones. And I was like, why are these market sites showing me one NFT at a time? And if I have 100 copies, I have to scroll through 10 pages. And very bad, like viewing.
Yeah, I love that. Speaking of that, like right here is just a perfect idea. Like here's a stack, but it just shows just that one, and just that there's a stack there of them.
Yeah. Except it's stuck at 6 p.m.'s wallet has a stack of 8,000, which the thing still works, but it's like, oh man, I got to do something about that.
Yeah, maybe that you can hit like okay, at 100, it just kind of goes. Yeah, you won the contest. You have all these.
Yeah. I think I'll just show the number above it once it hits like 10 or 20.
Right, definitely. Yeah, this is great, man. And then we can customize this wallet as well, right? Like there's so you can nickname it, and then how do you do the colors? Isn't there like a way to like put a background image or something? I saw that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So this is the Web3 thing, where instead of you having like a premium subscription or whatever, you can buy website features like background images as NFTs.
Right.
And I did an artist collab with Humble Drawing. I did one with Daga.
Yeah.
So it's another way to like let you sell essentially like viewer, like playlists or an NFT you can buy.
Very good.
Background images are an NFT you can buy, and you can sell them again when you get tired of them.
Which is great. That's what the whole NFT ownership thing is. That's what it's about.
I mean, you're trusting your customers to like define the market instead of you telling them how it has to be.
And now get me right. So now the background image, it would have to be an NFT to end up in the background image, almost like a verified Twitter icon.
Oh yeah, it's like a verified background.
Exactly.
And there's some technical reasons it has to be that way. They're kind of boring, so I'd rather say, oh, it's how I wanted it in the first place. But like, you can't load that many NFTs at once from the public APIs, so I had to like strategically load them. And that's sort of what you're seeing with all those like collection images at the top of your screen right now.
Yeah.
Those get saved to your local browser, so every time you load the page, it doesn't have to download them again.
Yep. Great idea. Yeah, using the cache to your advantage on this, man.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Well, people have used for their collection images like 2400 by 2400 JPEGs that are 6 megabytes, and it's for a 50 by 50 icon. It's huge.
Yeah. Now you also brought up something that maybe you could throw that into that idea, like where you're building kind of template schemas. One of the hard things I think when people start off here, and especially when I was starting off here as well, was even understanding the concept of the schema versus the template. And then the schema, no one's telling you how to do it. You kind of are just kind of throwing things out there and just seeing what hits. One of the big problems that still exists is that if you have a video, at least I think on Nifty and NFT Hive, they fixed that already, but I think still on Atomic, if you don't write video with a lowercase v, you won't see anything. And you'll sit there bashing your head like, why isn't it showing up? Why isn't it showing up? And I remember that took us like a week to figure out back in the day that like, oh, it's simply a capital letter. And so because of that reason, it makes it very difficult. And then also, do I put an image file or a text string or a hash? And if you're brand new to this, you might not know what that even is. So I think what Nick's idea is to build these preset kind of templates ready to go. You're just filling in those spaces. And it also will make it easier, I think, for him and also like Jose from RAR, and we're working on something as well, so that API stays more consistent. And I think across platforms, which would be great.
I'm actually working with RAR right now to embed his music player in this. And he'll be able to sell the feature as a collab with me to sell the RAR player.
Exactly.
Right? Like this is software NFTs are different. I don't know that anybody's really got them right now.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure some other chains and whatever, but like it's on Wax. I think it's really going to be big.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because I think we're, like it's kind of like taking the APIs now. Like the marketplaces exist, but then you want extra things, and it's not really their job to do that. And it's like it's interesting that all these developers are starting to pop up. We're all kind of like going like, hey, how about if we do this? How about if we do that? And
So I had to make
it's
the
fun,
difficult choice that I wasn't going to mess with people's wallet contents at all in the
right?
viewer. It's completely read only. So I had to say, like, what can
Nice,
I do without actually letting you transfer, burn,
right,
none of that.
right.
So, you went through the registration process, Nifty. You saw, like, you went to a separate site, it
Yep,
registered your wallet, you gave me permission to see your wallet name,
yep,
and then it gave you a code.
yep.
That's because it's completely sandboxed. So, like, that site over there is the only one that ever touches your wallet, and it just has you confirm a number. And
Right.
then the wallet viewer doesn't have that code in it at all. So even if somebody like got access to my site, it doesn't have the code in it to do harm.
Very smart, man.
That was
Very
that was
smart.
super important to me. Like, you're dealing with people's like precious possessions, right? So
Yep.
you
Yep.
only want to touch them as much as you need to, and no more.
Yep. 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 And that's also what's kind of nice about the Wax API. It made it a little easy, I'm sure, to do that, right? They made it. The API is built pretty nice for that kind of stuff.
Well, but the public APIs are rate limited. So
oh,
you
they
can only
are.
send in a certain number per, right? So if I'm doing anything on my server
Yeah.
and I have 1,000 users, that's like 1,000 hits all at once.
Right.
So I created this idea of like roaming public APIs, or I have a list of public APIs and I'll pick them at random for users.
Ah, nice.
So it like lets me spread around like my free usage.
Kind of stagger it a little bit. Yeah. You're like staggering it around.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll make
and
this
it's
work.
almost
somehow.
like the ping on a server. If you're playing a game or something, you pick the API that's going to work the best.
That's great, man. That's great.
There's
and
a
so
lot of
what
like
do you
under
have
the hood stuff that like no one but me is ever gonna know.
Right. And then you also like I don't know if can I see Brett's in here? I don't know if I have Brett in this wallet. I'm using my the giveaway wallet, so I'm not sure if I have Brett's comic book. Let me see. I don't think
No, you got
that's just a
PO app.
app. I just got the PO app. But you have a comic viewer for Brett, so and other comic artists out there, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, well, one thing you might want to pull up is if you go to the homepage and click on tools, you can show the schemas we were just talking about, and one of them is a comic schema, and I also have a book schema.
Oh, let me go back over here. Wait.
So
where
go
do
to
I go?
tools.
Cool.
Right there. Yep. And then scroll down a little, and then see the supported schema. Scroll up a little bit. I know. Maybe I should fix this. Supported schemas there.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we were talking about, where I created these schemas for different types of NFTs.
Great.
So you can just copy and paste the word for the the field name, and it's case sensitive, and you don't have to worry if it's back image fully spelled out, or if there's an underscore or what. This is what will work in most of the wallets out there.
Gotcha.
Because they're kind of like unspoken conventions, right?
Right.
So if you put the IPFS of a PDF in a field called comic, you'll get a 3D comic book view that's got like mouse support. You can zoom in and out on the frame.
That's nice.
Read it like a real comic. It's a lot like the M.O.R.B.S comic viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I view this as like all these people, and this is what's so cool about Wax, is like I can go to these developers, and it's not like we're competing with each other. We're trying to make it as awesome as we can by working together.
Right.
Because like, none of us are charging money, really. Like we're not, what's the, why does one person have to win when we can all win?
Yeah, exactly. And really, it's just, this is the early period where it's like the growth is still there. So if you just keep growing, it's going to just get better and better. And, I think this next phase is kind of like, this is already the 2.0 to me from last year. Last year was kind of like, what is this? This year is more like, oh, I kind of get what this is, and let me shape it a little bit more, So I think it's going to change up by the end of this year. I'm very curious to see where all this ends up by like Christmas,
Yeah, I mean, I've already been running this stuff by NiftyBlocks a little bit, because NFT Hive just added like the default properties you can select from, and it solves this problem, but you have a lot more control over those templates. You're not being given like, this is the list.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of new users, they just want like, this is the list.
Yeah, I agree. What do I got to fill out? I don't want to figure out stuff. Yeah, I mean, I agree, man. We were talking on the space the other day, and I was like, creators, I think, are willing to figure it out, like go out there and spend the time. But like collectors and those kind of people, or somebody that needs something quick and easy, they need that transparent, seamless, super fast, like super easy. Yeah. Wasn't even hard to do, And so it's good that we're starting to build this even for the creators, so the creators have an easier time too. Because I hate when I hear a creator get really frustrated trying to figure it out, and they like get turned off by the whole experience just by trying to like figure out even how to mint an NFT. So it's I think this stuff will definitely help solve all that.
Well,
and
it's that whole like let somebody do it first, because then they'll know why they want to customize it. I feel like Wax kills you with the customization up front when you don't know why you're even doing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like blends. Like blends are kind of like a mystery to a lot of people too, where it's like, why am I doing the blend? Like it's all like, well, it's kind of hard because then you talk to collectors, and a lot of collectors hate blending. Like they don't like to burn the actual first NFT because they really like the first NFT. They're can I keep both of them?
Want to open my packs because they were number one.
Exactly. Then you get people even with packs. Like with packs, they don't want to open the pack because they like the pack art for whatever reason, and then then they're stuck without the actual NFT inside. So it's funny. So I think that will change too. I think that needs to kind of change with the blend. Like maybe you keep some sort of residual sub NFT for holding it at some point. I don't know.
I had NFTs I didn't even know were packs. Like they need to make it a little more clear when you can open the thing.
Yeah, that's what you should do next. Nick is like any pack just pops up like a big button, just a big button that just says "Open me" or something.
If you don't think that's on my list.
Yeah, we need that.
There's a few things that are just. I was like, does Wax have a reason for not doing this, or is it just like they didn't have time to do it? And I think the answer is they just didn't have time to do a lot of this stuff. Like, it's
there's still small teams. You got to think. I mean, these are still small teams. They're not humongous corporations with like thousands and thousands of employees. It's like small teams. We get it. And I think their focus is on different things. And I understand it. It's like they're going where they're making their money. So, more power to them. But at the same time, there's a whole artist community that I think is very grassroots here. That's moving in a different way, almost a little bit more. I don't know. More, we're on the woodshed kind of. We're woodshedding, as they say.
Trailblazing,
organic. Exactly, man. Exactly. So the music thing now the music player is another thing that's kind of like been popping up. So RAR has this music player. You have a music player that you guys are going to try to combine. I think is that what you're kind of talking about?
Yeah, if you go to waxworks.io/Yoshi, you'll see the contest wallet, and we've got Bread Critter just put a song up, so we actually have something to look at. Hopefully, it'll load. Let's see. So yeah, it's I'm gonna favorite all the ones that are like correct, like acceptable entries.
Okay.
Because anybody that puts an NFT in here, it's just gonna show up. There's no gatekeeping. Like,
gotcha.
It will be in the wallet. See, Bread Critter's added there.
Right there. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, and
all right, cool. Let me reshare the let me reshare the screen real quick, so I have to get the right tab going.
That's so a lot of this came out of talking with Abstract Dragon. He was doing movie files that were like 500 megabytes for a song.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, man, you must hate everyone in Australia that has to pay for their bandwidth. Like, like that's going to cost them $10 to listen to that.
Yeah. I mean, like in the M.O.R.B.S verse, the way I do those music things is actually I separate out the MP3 completely. So the MP3 is only a couple megabytes, and then you make the GIF. So that's only like maybe a megabyte if that. So you're crushing it down, and you get the same effect. It's just like, I get it. The movies going sometimes right out of an editor will be huge. If you're going 2-3 minutes, it's like,
right. So the music contest was like urging people to use a music NFT template, which would have an audio field that takes an MP3 instead of a huge ass video file. Right.
Nice.
So you can see here, it loaded his art. And that would be his cover image. If you click to listen, it'll load up the visualizer. So this is a custom JavaScript visualizer. Hopefully it'll load the file from IPFS. And this is what I didn't tell everybody, but what I'm going to do is all the files that are submitted for the contest will get put into a content delivery network, so they'll load really fast. IPFS
Pinata's been getting really slow lately. Like Pinata Cloud has been getting really slow. I don't know why.
That's what you're seeing right now. It's not loading because it's IPFS. I mean, I have no control over that at all.
Yeah, this isn't. I mean, this happens on the other day. There it goes.
There we go. Yeah, it'll come in and you'll get like a quarter of the file. Yeah.
Oh, I I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Bradley Toast being a really great sport going first, showing everybody the way.
He's doing it, man. And he did a nice Yoshi Kondo morphing to a birthday cake, which is
he's gonna love that. Yeah,
extra special, man. Well, that's cool. So May 27th, guys, May 27th is when you have to get this in. So be sure you do that because we need to see some more music NFTs, I think.
Yeah.
Make it good. I think that'd be important. Well, thanks, Nick, man. Anything else you want to tell us about that I might have missed that you've been working on?
No, but I promised Cole I'd mention he's running an art contest too, and he wanted to bring it up.
Oh, that's right. Let me hold on. I saw that. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I mean, you can find the information, I think, on his Discord and his Twitter.
Yeah, I'm going to the Twitter right now. I think. Where is it? There it is.
The deadline's kind of a little far out, so people still have plenty of time.
Where is the contest post? Where is it? I don't see it. Is it at the top? Let me see.
I'm not 100% sure. Let me see.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah.
Share.
Yeah, I know he was excited to announce it. So.
Yeah, sorry he wasn't able to make it. That sucks,
yeah.
Man. That's when real life gets in the way of things. But all right. So this is the rules. Only one submission per person. Nothing too graphic or obscene. And keep the competition friendly. That's right. No sweeping the legs. Okay, no sweeping the legs on this one. All right. So details: draw your edition of Grant, doing whatever you want. Submissions will be taken in no later than June 10th. So you got some time. You got 3 weeks? Is that 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. So and the top 3 submissions will receive a prize. So go ahead and enter that, guys. I'll put his Twitter in the YouTube. Go check that out. Also, let me put WAXWORKS in there as well, so you guys can go check out WAXWORKS. Go set up your wallet over there. Get registered. Get ready for when Nick drops heat every time.
And it's a friendly contest. If it's your first time making a song, all the better. We want to hear. We want to hear what people want to share.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. That'll be fun. And they should have more contests like that. I think the marketplace. I think Nifty was right on target with that. If they keep on doing those kind of things, I think it'll be really smart and keep people engaged. I think there has to be a little bit more putting the fire under people's feet. A little bit.
Well, there's nothing stopping us. That's Web3. We can do whatever we want.
That's right, man. All right. Well, thank you, Nick. Thank you for stopping by yet again, man. And so now we're going to talk to Eric Mindmaster. You are a new artist here on Wax. How are you doing, man?
I am doing great. I can't complain, man. I think this has been probably the best week I've had since I've been on Wax, honestly.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great. And now, did you ever do any other blockchains, or was this your first blockchain that you came to?
As far as creating?
Yeah, creating. Did you do ETH, or did you do Solana or anything else, or did you just go right to Wax?
I set up an OpenSea. I got that started, but I never actually minted anything or created anything under it, because for me it just seems so out of reach, as far as the cost.
Yeah, the cost is mind-boggling. I mean, I remember when I first came in, that was the first thing. I was just like, ooh, brakes on. I was like, wait a second, I don't know if I want to drop $100 on a question mark. It's hard. So I get that, man. I totally get that.
And for me, it was I was drawing since I was little. So, but I've always had an issue with pricing my art. I don't feel like I should be telling you how much you should pay for the art all the time. Sometimes I feel like my art is just, it's a gift. So I feel like I should just give it. That's how I feel a lot of the time when it comes to my art. But, I had to, restructure that thinking.
You have to feed yourself.
It's okay. Artists, that's how we think. Honestly, it's when I was in art school, that's how I thought, 100%. It wasn't until I kind of got into the biz of it and then realized it's just a biz. And then the art guys just kind of pushed to the side, and you're kind of oh man, that's kind of weird. So it's hard, especially in this space, I think, because you have to play all those roles. You have to play, your representative. You have to play your own social media person. You have to be all this stuff that you don't normally have to do as an artist. Normally, you're just supposed to do your art, just get that out of the way. And now you have, what utility? What's the utility? What else are you going to get? You're like, wow, this is a lot to take on. So, yeah, your art's amazing, by the way. Let me put up some stuff. So this is one of the pieces you have here. This is his Betsy competition entry for NiftyBC's. Super, super nice. And
yeah, that competition, man. Like, I think my timing in this space has been like spot on. Honestly, like I have to thank the powers that be, the universe, whoever, whatever you want to call it. Because I just came onto Atomic Hub. I've been on Atomic Hub for a little while. I started with EOS actually.
Oh wow.
And I started to like look at pay to earn games. So I jumped on, the Wombat Dungeon and all of that.
Yep.
And that's what really got me deep into like trying to collect NFTs. And Wax seemed to be the way to go for me because, EOS is, a different it's a different cost still. Like for me, like the Wax seemed like it was so attainable. It's like it was an easy decision for me. Like say, hey, there's some cool stuff happening on this chain, and it doesn't cost me much to get involved. So I get my feet wet, just by playing around with a couple of things, and I've just been adding on from there. And I actually created an NFT on EOS. But I started talking to one of my friends, artist Byron.
Yes.
And I was asking him, I'm like, brother, like, which one do you think I should try to like focus on, EOS or Wax? He's like, honestly, Wax is a bit cheaper, so you might want to try starting with Wax, and that's what I did.
Yeah, it's definitely the easiest entry point, I think, for a creator as far as cost wise. There's a few other blockchains that are pretty cost effective, but I definitely think Wax is a good place to get your feet wet, and with the tools that you get right off the gate, I think it's hard after you get used to these tools. It's very hard when you mint on other places because you're like, oh, I want to have this feature and I want to have this feature, and they're just not there. Like it's just like you don't have that ability. So I think it's great that you found Wax, man, and congratulations on the sellout too. You have a PFP coming, man. Congrats on this, man.
Yes,
you sold out 100 of these, and I love that. That's awesome. Awesome.
That was so. Man, like I said, the Wax community as a whole is just awesome. Like like you see, I only have 2 drops that I've done so far. The very first one was this poetry one, because I have a friend of mine who wrote a book of poems, and I did the illustrations for them.
Oh, nice.
So there was 9 pieces in total, which included the cover art and then 9 different poems that were in the book.
Oh wow, nice.
So I decided to team up with her. I'm like, hey, these NFTs, I think we can, bring more attention to, your writing and your skill with your art there. Yeah. And maybe someone can go out there, take a look at your book and pick up the book if they want to get the rest of the book and get the rest of the poems. So I put that together for her, and I'm sharing the profits with her for any like sales that happen with that NFT.
Nice, man. Yeah, I'm gonna open one up here. Let me open one of these babies up here. I always like to open up a pack. I'm addicted to pack opens, man. That's
yo, you and me both, man.
I just like to. What did I get? Yeah, totally. Man.
It takes you back to when you were a kid. You go and get those baseball card packs or Pokemon card packs.
Oh man, this is great.
That was interesting.
This is great, man.
Well, so nice. Man, like these are all like the illustrations I did for the poem, and actually, I don't know if you can view it in here, but if you go to Atomic Hub or maybe in his viewer, there's a backside to it.
Oh, you know what? I think I go to my NFTs now that I opened it. Hold 1 second. Yeah, I think I can go into. I think I can, right? There, yeah. Here's the back image. There it is. There we go.
And so you have the poem there. So like I figured it would be good because I hadn't really seen that many poetry NFTs on Wax. I've seen a few.
Yeah.
So I decided to, put a couple of them out there, and it gives it a different like layer to the NFTs. Yeah. It's art on top of art because writing is an art for sure. And
Nick, you should add that to the next thing too. Do a spoken word contest, man. I bet people that throw some spoken word out, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've been talking to CMC too. Like, there's poets. There are many people that might want to participate. I'm all for it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I plan on doing with this set of NFTs. I was gonna the next phase of them were going to be to have someone actually recite them and have that be part of the NFT as an audio file. Yeah. And I was going to add some color to the cover and maybe animate a few things in there just to give it like another level of intrigue with the NFT itself.
This is great, man.
Him using the back image is perfect because in the wallet viewer it just like flips over like a card. and that's great.
I was gonna say perfect for your viewer, man. Perfect for it.
Yeah, I thought it came out pretty good. And for my first pack, I was so nervous, man, because I was trying to put all these pieces together to make sure it opened correctly, and it worked. And I was just like super excited.
Man. That's great. And let me find something else. Like where you have the PFP, I don't know if is there a picture of that PFP, the ones that you have out. You had a couple of them right out already.
Yeah, well, I've actually, from all the sales that took place, I've actually distributed all of those, so they've been issued out to all of their holders.
Gotcha.
So if you go on Atomic Hub and you pull up my you can see some of them here on my Twitter page too. But if you go to Atomic Hub and pull up my my profile, you should be able to see some of the ones that have been sold. You go to sold.
There we go. Okay.
Well, actually, it might not be in there because they have to be resold. No, you got to go to the schema.
Oh, they're here we go. This is it right here, right? These are them right here.
Yeah,
right?
This is like a flash of the ones that most of these have been issued out to people. So there's 233 remaining.
Nice.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to release that first 100 tokens because I released the tokens because I want to make the token something that you can use later to blend into future releases because I have some more PFPs coming out.
Very cool.
Because I plan on adding more traits to them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like this was volume 1, and so I'm gonna have volume 2, volume 3, and so on.
Very cool.
As long as my creativity allows.
I'm sure you're not gonna have a problem with that. This stuff is great, man. Very cool. Are you doing each of these one by one, or are you kind of generating them? How you doing it?
I was going to do it one by one because I saw like how Schnazzy did it, and I saw how you had yours with crackers, and I was gonna do it that way, but then I came across Shifty Bears, which is one of my guys now.
Yeah.
And he did his on Chain Champs.
Yeah, Chain Champs. Yeah, how was that experience for you, man? I was curious. Like, how did that go?
It went pretty well. Like at first, I got a little bit, tied up in it, but I got on the Discord. I talked to the guys, and they tied me up, and it worked smoothly. It worked smoothly. I had no complaints.
Good, man. I like seeing all that stuff pop up because I think statistically, I mean, PFPs are selling like literally 80%, 85% of most NFT sales are PFPs, and Wax doesn't sell PFPs. So it's like, it's been like, why not? Like, why wouldn't you guys try to get into that? So,
right.
So it's good to see tools popping up. I mean, Chain Champs has a tool. We have a tool. I think, Nick, you're working on a tool yourself. So I think there's going to be plenty of stuff out there for everyone to use to make this easy for people to kind of create projects that will be kind of more fun, I think, a little bit, so. Yeah,
agree. And the Chain Champs, it was pretty cool because they even have the rarity is part of it. So like it'll show you the level of rarity for each PFP.
Yeah.
And they also have a viewer on there. So when you go to their website, you can just pull up the collection, and it'll show you all the NFTs that are in there. It's pretty. I think they're gonna do well over there too. And man, when I just saw what T just showed us, I'm like, wow. Because I was looking at it just now, and I'm like, man, there's so many tools in here. I'm gonna start. It's like I feel like a kid in the candy store.
Yeah, I like I said, it's kind of like the 2.0 part. This is like where like new things pop up that I think are just enhancements more than anything. Almost like plugins going into like WordPress. Like WordPress exists, but now they need the plugins to make it even kind of cooler and more fun.
Yes, man. It's so good, like being at like feeling like you're at the beginning of something, and
yeah. And it's such a weird time too, because we, obviously there's been some weird crypto stuff happening in the last couple of weeks. So I think it's doing a reset as well. I think that there's going to be kind of a flush of the people that were just here for the pump and dumps. And then it's going to kind of leave people that are a little bit more, I think, grassroots to the movement, I guess you could say.
Yes,
so I think it's going to be a fun time. This is usually when a lot of creativity happens because it's the people that are there realize it's can't stay comfortable. You got to kind of be like, hey, wait a second, we got to keep adjusting here because we're not there yet. So it's good.
And the fact that we're all like collaborating together and willing to work together and make this thing work is what really is going to keep it going. Like.
That's global too, which is nice. You know, this is not just centered around one place. It's like globally, you know, it's like all my friends are global now. It's really, it's a different space, you know, and all different cultures, all different parts. And that's what I really like about it, is that there's like this baseline that's there now, you know, like it's like it even things out, you know, and I really like that, you know, I really like that. And I hope it continues, you know.
Yeah, I'm chatting with Crackers like every day, and he's in Denmark, and we have like a 6-hour time difference. So he's like going to sleep and I'm waking up or something like that.
He's asleep probably right now. No, he actually, I think he was having a hard time getting one of his children down to sleep. So because I think it's around midnight over there. Yeah, he's in Ireland at the moment, and I think he's going on vacation to someplace. I think Italy or something for some wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's amazing. Yeah, I wish I could go to Italy right now.
Me too, man.
That'd be really nice, you know. But I'm sure it's stressful at the same time, man. You know, so that's good, man. That's awesome. I really like your stuff, man. I'm really excited. So when's going to be drops? Any drop dates that we should know about?
Well, I don't have any specific dates. Actually, I'm lying, because since this first 100 sold out, I did plan on, if this 100 sold out, I was planning on releasing another 100 tokens. And so until at least the first 300 of the PFPs are gone, and then the last 33, I was going to hold on to like make part of giveaways and you know, get, if people are interested in like setting up a wallet and them trying to gift them something so they have something in their wallet, just, you know, onboarding type stuff. So but I was going to do a couple more. You know, I love doing the drops on Wax Wednesday, because that's when everybody's like hype about Wax. So like, why not?
Yeah, it's a good day to drop things, definitely, man. If you're on Wax,
for sure.
You know, and invites out there, man. You know, I do the MORBS, which is like this VR space, and we do a Wax Attacks every month. I would love you to be part of one of the Wax Attacks, man. You know, so you can put up one of your pieces there. It's a good little fun time that we have
for
there,
sure,
so, to get you in the space, man. So it'd be great.
Send me the info, brother. I want to see it.
I will, man. I will. Awesome. So let's do a quick couple giveaways here, guys. So if you haven't already, put in $MORBS in the YouTube chat. We are going to go with where did I put it? This one. We're going to go with Lembus's Wax under 13 cents piece here. Let's see who's going to get it. Let's see here. Yes.
Oh, right.
I won't take it, guys. I'm going to redo it. This happens every week when we're on the show. It's an inside joke. This thing is totally rigged. It's totally rigged. DMB, you win again. He won last week, I believe. So you win that Lembus. We're going to do another one too. And I think I have one of yours, right, Eric? Let's see.
Yeah, I sent you one of my packs.
Yeah, we're going to give away Eric's pack. So one of those packs that we were just showing, we're going to give away this one, guys. So let's see who's going to get this. Let's throw them out again. Here we go. Humble, you get it, man. Congrats, man. Congrats. Nice. All right, we're going to keep going. We're just going to keep giving stuff away because it's our 50th show. Crackers didn't show up, and I don't know where Charged Particle is. So here we go. Let's do this. So let's do another Lembus. Let's do Lembus's Betsy. This was the Betsy sticker I think he came up with for NiftyBC's. So let's see who's going to get that one.
I'm going to send you some stuff right now that you could give away.
Yeah.
When Eric was talking, though, it just reminded me of like Brett saying,
Tanner, woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Nick, go ahead.
Oh, no, congratulations, Tanner. I was going to say, like, that whole Wax community, it's like Brett Blackberg saying, like, everybody eats. Like, the more that we help each other as artists, everybody can win.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I related to like indie music scene. I've told this to a couple people because, you know, when you're a small indie band out there and you're trying to struggle out there, the best way to do it is in a group of bands, like where you kind of create like a little scene because you're able to kind of create more of a synergy. And I think that's kind of like what this is like, a bunch of indie artists kind of like coming together, kind of keeping each other kind of supported and moving forward. And it's growing. You can see it grow. You know, even during the dips, it's still growing. You know, people are still pretty strong in it. So it's good. And you know, the dips happen. Crypto, if you've been in it for a while, you'll get used to the dips. It's just par for the course, guys. It's been happening since the start. Nick is old school crypto, so he knows just as well as I do. It's an up and down all the way through.
Best time to buy is now.
Like TC loves this time. This is TC's favorite time. This is like Christmas for TC.
Totally.
He goes and he's all, keep going lower. He's a lower. He's
lower.
Exactly. And he bears in and then he holds it, so
right. We were talking about that in the other space, but like people were asking like how you feeling with things going down, and it's just like I'm feeling fine. I'm just gonna buy some more. Because I'm buying tokens. I mean, I'm buying coins that I'm actually using. I'm not just buying coins that are just going to sit in the wallet somewhere,
right?
And just waiting for the market to move. I'm buying coins that I'm actually putting to work. So I'm not affected by them going down too much because I'm just going to buy more when they go down.
That's another reason why I like Wax too, is that you can buy other friends' work. I always hated that about OpenSea, is that so like, oh cool, I sold one, but I don't want to totally give everything I just made to you. So it's a little hard. But on Wax it's nice, if you have a good drop, you can always go out and buy some other people's stuff, which I always do. I love doing that because I like collecting stuff personally. That's just my own thing. But
same, every day I pick up like 5, 6, 7 things.
So good, man. That's so good.
Shopping spree and it's $1.
Exactly. And if you some cool things, and you never know what's going to happen with those.
You'd be surprised what's out there for less than 1 wax.
Yep. It's
crazy.
You know more than anybody. You did a couple of those spaces for a while, right? That was what you could find for under $1, and you found some amazing pieces in there.
How many NFTs can you get for 1 wax?
Yep.
I could spend an hour on Atomic.
We're going to do this one. We're going to do the ever-changing coin from Marcus. Marcus has been on the show multiple times. He's one of my favorite artists on Wax. He does some amazing 3D stuff now in Blender. He's done some really cool stuff. So we're going to do this one. This quick giveaway, guys. Let's see who's going to get the Marcus. Here we go. Lembus. You have won the Marcus. You have won the Marcus here, the ever-changing coin, which is a super cool piece. So you got that one. Now, hey TC, what's going on with Uplift, man? So the DAO, is it all up and running now? Are things going?
Yeah. You would have got your. Well, you don't get it till I think June, sometime in June. I think June 25. Don't quote me on it, but yeah. Did you link your wallet?
No, I got to do that. I haven't had time there because when I got my computer fixed, I didn't re-upload everything yet. So I gotta hop.
Yeah,
and I have time.
So you'll have some coins because you have land, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. I can't wait to see it, man. How's the new build's been doing? You've been working on that big one, right?
Kind of. I've actually just started on a new game called Realm.
Oh, really? Tell us about that.
It's absolutely. I would say, other than Uplift, it's. Second, it's a game. It's an actual game. It's not just a click.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's really really good. And it's
nice.
They just finished their season 1. I think they gave away to some winners 6,000 wax. It was like some crazy amount of wax they gave away.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they're just starting season 2 next week on the 25th. And they're going to totally reset the game, so everybody starts at the same level, which is really cool.
Oh, really?
But it's a strategy game. It's unbelievable.
Oh, wow. Oh, I got to check that out, man.
Yeah.
Realm. And it plays on PC? It's just like right on the computer?
It plays on PC, Mac, iPad, iPhone.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Mobile.
Phone.
Oh, see, this is TC's. That's what TC likes more than anything. He likes that phone action right there. I leave you. That's yeah.
But it's a real game. It's not just click, and you get something.
Nice.
You really got to think about how to play. It's if you like strategy games, this is the game for you.
Yeah, man, I got to check out some stuff.
It's very well done and low CPU.
Oh, cool. So a small system can handle it. It's not going to overload it.
No, I mean, for
you don't have to pay too much to play.
Yeah.
Your transactions, you know how you play some of those click games, your CPU goes up in Atomic.
Oh, yes, right.
My CPU stays at 9.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good, man. That's really good.
And they're going cross-chain. So.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, that's good to know. Realm. I'm going to have to check this out. Okay,
we might even want to interview them.
Yeah, is it online? Do you have a link? bring that up.
Just Realm. And it's free to play if you want to. You just want to try it out.
NFT game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, is this it? Is this it?
Yep.
Oh wow. Oh, I've seen this.
It's
Actually, I think I might have some NFTs from this. I just haven't actually gone to the game yet.
Really?
How I found out about it.
Now I feel like completely out of the loop. What's going on? I want to get on.
It's a really good game. It's a
I won some NFTs from this from one of the things that's I forget what game. Wow, what's it? What is it? I have to find it. They were doing TG games. TG. Does that sound familiar?
No.
I gotta find it.
Wow,
anyways,
cool.
I had a giveaway, and I have a handful of Realm.
Oh man! Well, you can make they have their own currency, Realm, and you can make Realm every day, which you can convert into Alcor, right? To Wax. If you want.
Nice. Oh, I have seen these NFTs.
I know.
I've seen these.
Yeah, man.
Actually, a friend of mine told me about this game. I'm going like, is it a really good game? He said, yeah. I said, okay, maybe I'll have to go and check it out. He says, well, I've already checked your wallet. Apparently you bought some.
I think I bought these too because I was like, cool art. I was gonna get those.
Yeah, it's just cool.
Yeah, I was like, cool. All right, so what do I do? What do you do? So what do I do from here?
You see the little square in the middle?
Yeah.
Click on that and you click build.
Build. Got it. Ah,
and
sweet.
Then,
I want a headquarters. That's what I want. Oh, so this is cool. So you very cool, man.
And then you go on missions. You send players out to go on missions.
Yeah. And you can just scroll in and the whole thing. Okay.
So it's like mining the game.
Kinda.
But you have some, you have some control over what it is, and like it's fun. It's fun mining.
It's real fun.
This looks cool, man. Oh, that's really cool.
Strategy games. This is really interesting game to play.
This is really
I like
cool,
that.
Man.
I'm definitely gonna check that out later.
Yeah, check out Realm. I'll put the link here, guys, for anybody that wants to try to play this. This is cool seeing stuff pop. I didn't even know about this, TC. This is really cool. This is super cool, man.
Yeah, I've only been playing it for about 3 weeks.
Wow, this is really cool.
But I'm literally hooked. So it's great because I could play Minecraft on my big screen and have my iPad in front of me with the game.
You're all loaded up.
Gaming on top of gaming.
Yeah.
So cool.
Compound that gaming.
I do the same thing on my phone too, man. I be on Apex Legends, and while I'm waiting for a team to load in, I'm on something on my phone. Just
That's crazy. Oh, that's super cool. I'm gonna check this whole thing out, man. This is really cool. I'm gonna play around with this.
It's really good.
Oh, you setting up a whole base there, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty easy actually. So then you can upgrade and
then you go to see the little green building.
Yeah,
on the left.
This one right here?
No, the one on the left.
This one?
In the center. So you go to the center.
Yeah.
And see the green building. That's where you start building your peoples.
So what do I do? Hit training?
Yeah.
Click it and the training?
Yeah, and then you got to train. So click the slot, and they give you one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then you just hit auto, and it starts building players for you.
This looks pretty fun, actually. This is pretty cool. This is cool, man. And I like the art, man. I like the art a lot on this, man. Because I remember that's why when I saw these come through, I was just like, oh, wait a second. I totally remember these NFTs. Like where I was like, really cool art.
Well, Nifty, you click through really fast, but I would like to remind people you should always read the approvals for any game that you find when you search on Google. Make sure you're not like giving people access to your wallet for something that looks like a game.
Absolutely.
PC recommended this one, so it's safe, but like, be real careful.
Yeah, totally.
For sure.
Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Here, actually, I'll play the trailer here. Let me reload that so you can hear it. 1 second. I just wanted to know. I'm sorry, it was just last minute. Might as well just throw it up there. We were missing a guest, so this
and
will play out.
If you type in Realm in YouTube, there's a guy that does all the tutorials how the game works. He does a phenomenal job, so it's very easy to learn.
Okay.
They don't have audio.
You don't have audio?
No, you don't have audio for the game.
You can't hear
He
it?
probably hears it in his ears.
Yeah, I'm hearing it in mine. Hold on 1 second. Let me try it again. Let me one more time. One more time. Brave. There we go. I think this will work this time. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
The world was once a place of order.
Okay.
A lot has changed since then.
I don't remember an asteroid hitting us in April.
May as well this year.
Asteroid on the bingo card.
Plague and disease
Yeah, they
spread
got those two
throughout.
backwards. The asteroid's going to be in September.
Exactly. Right, we got monkeypox first. That's the new one.
War rages across nations.
It's kind of like that Google Earth effect, though. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Humans are rapidly consuming Earth's
so smooth.
resources.
Yeah.
It's so smooth on every device.
Current leaders are failing to control their people. There is still hope. A secret organization known as Realm is assembling a team to return order. You must choose that team.
Okay.
We're moving from clickers to strategy, so that's good. That's the
Yeah.
games,
This is
right?
what I want. Yeah.
It's an improvement. It's an improvement. We'll take it. We will take it. That's for sure, man.
That's nice.
Yeah, man. The clickers are getting a lot of FUD all over Twitter lately. So I think
It's about
people
how
want a
long
little
it takes
more.
to make them. Like a clicker you can make in a couple months. A strategy game you can make in a year.
Yeah.
You know?
And then a AAA takes 5. So we're still waiting on those.
Yeah. Well, they just lost all their money, so you got to wait a little longer.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a second. They might have had to get rid of some staff after what just happened. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I've been wanting to do like a Street Fighter type game because I have some NFTs that I'm working on, like the characters.
Yeah,
they would have like powers and stuff. You know, like it'd be like a Street Fighter type. I just don't know. I gotta get with some devs and see what we can.
I would just tweet it because I actually made a post earlier today. I think about how you guys should actually start promoting your stuff so game companies can use your characters in the game.
Yep.
Because they have to look for guys to do that.
Yeah.
Why not just stay in the space?
You know, I can see that. Yeah, if NFTs start taking
music,
off, I see that.
Music, art, whatever. Yeah, you guys are already in the space.
I mean, because there's already a lot of ETH projects are starting to use JLB 3D files as part of the drop. Like the DGens have that now, where you can make your own TikTok like avatar kind of thing move, and all this other stuff that's going on in AR. So I could see that. Like there's some consistent thing where people could just load it in, even cross chain. Like you just have this character in your wallet. It just loads in when you load into the game.
Now you can you not add that as a utility in the NFT, like how you do with the shirts? Can you do that? Like
you can buy a license.
NFT,
you
can use this character in a game.
Yeah, I mean, like technically,
I think you should be promoting that.
Well, I mean, technically, any of the limited license ones that I have, like the Satoshis or the Jack Crackers or the Vampas, as long as you don't alter the image, you can use it in a game if you wanted to. You have the rights to do so, you know. And same with shirts or mugs or something like that. There's like obviously like $100,000 limit, but if you already made $100,000 off it, I think we're cool. I think we can fist bump and call it a day. So
there's so much opportunity for you guys. You just have to just start thinking outside the box.
Yeah, a lot of collectors over on OpenSea really want that license thing because a lot of the guys do use it to make derivatives and you know, to make shirts and kind of have their own like little print on demand stuff that they're doing on the side, you know. So
it is be a little careful with that though. Like
you do
use it on something you don't like.
Yeah, well, that's why you do the limited. I've talked about that too. Yeah, the full Bored Ape one was actually the cause of all these derivative problems that we have now. Is that they did something that was very kind of uncommon in the ad world, which is giving complete full derivative rights, the whole thing out, and that's rare that happens. And so it was weird that they gave 10,000 of these out, and they're just like, do what you want with them, you know. And the next thing you know, we have hundreds and hundreds of derivative projects off of one project, you know. So it's
when it was used for a political, I'm not going to say what, but it was used for a political motivation, and that goes against what the creator might want.
Right.
And that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's important to kind of lay it out there. You know, and there's a lot of limited stuff. It's basically like a stock image. Look at the stock images. Look at how they write their licenses. It's very similar to that, where there's some regulations in there. Like you can't obviously throw it into the cover of a you know, an adult movie, say, or something else like that, you know. So anyway, but I do think that utility is very important, TC. I think that that's what collectors kind of want to, you know. It's like I could see, you know, the TC Megastore thing, you know, like idea, like it's like I think that's such a good idea, like down the road, like where it's like you're creating a way for you to utilize what you're buying in to even make a little bit back off of it, and at the same time you're just promoting that artist. You know, this is also the thing,
totally.
you know, like the right click thing, you know, and there's always been like, oh, you don't take my PFP, right click, and it makes me laugh because I'm like, if the piece doesn't become popular or viral, it loses value. So the more people that will see it, it just helps you. It's not going to hurt you, you know.
Yeah, like how cool would it be to see your art on somebody's shirt walking down the street at some random country? You're like, what the heck?
Yeah, totally, man.
It would be so cool, wouldn't it?
It would be super cool.
But you can do that now. You just don't get paid for it.
yeah. And there's a lot of people out there, you know, like that's a whole nother market of, you know, I used to do a lot of print on demand for a little while during COVID, and you know, there's a whole market of people that are always looking for artwork, constantly looking for it. And if they knew that they could get an NFT that they could print out, they would. they would pay a reasonable price to do it. So
well, I'm not going to name them, but some of the fast fashion groups will use people's art without permission, and that's
true too.
If you have an NFT, you can prove you own it. It's like a lot more security. You can say, look, I minted it on this date.
Yep.
So even though you've put it on these leggings, look, I made it.
Exactly.
I actually have, like, that's where my We Are Monsters, that whole thing, it came from a t-shirt that I actually have.
Oh, I love it.
That's my spread. I use Spreadshirt for my t-shirts. I'm getting ready to move over to something different for print on demand type stuff, because I do want to make some more t-shirts, and I have more designs now, so I want to put them and, you know, start making some shirts that people can maybe purchase.
Yeah, DM me. I have some good suppliers, man. There's some better suppliers than there used to be, like, because before it was just basically Printful. You might have Shopify, but Shopify was weird because they went to all these different places that weren't consistent. So sometimes you end up with a good shirt, sometimes you end up with a bad shirt. So it was, but there's some new ones. Yeah, DM me. I'll send you a list, man, so you can.
Oh, for sure, brother.
Yeah, utilize it. Yeah.
I used to use Cafe Press. They were pretty good for a while.
Yeah, they were good for a while too. They were pretty good. And then the COVID hit and it got really bad. You know, like so. You know, like just the supply chains got all screwy and they couldn't get the work out in time. So
you'll know, Nifty, it was all Gildan shirts forever. They're all the same.
Exactly.
You gotta have at least a 50-50, man.
Yeah. You got to, man. You gotta get the 6200s, man. That's the one. Yeah. So it's but yeah, I think that's coming too. You know, I think music's coming this year. I think merch is coming this year. I think that in real life, kind of like switcheroo kind of thing is going to happen. And with wallets like this wallet Nick's working on, I think we're going to get more of a social thing going a little bit.
Maybe I'll make a fighting game in there. Who knows? I'll let put stats on their stuff, right?
Exactly.
How about a miner shirt?
So dude.
Shirt, right? If somebody scans it, you get so many views, you get a shirt. I don't know, shirt.
That's hilarious. That'd be kind of funny.
Something. I mean,
you should put the NFT code on some boxers, like right on your butt.
You're trying to like that like Idiocracy, like as long as you say Carl's Jr. every 5 minutes, you get paid out. Like brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Scan this shirt and get an NFT is a pretty cool idea, though.
Yeah, that is a great idea.
I like that a lot.
I like that too.
Make some QR codes.
Yeah. So we'll have to do that. We'll be seeing that soon. So that's good. Well, cool. All right. Well, I think we hit the hour. That was a fun hour, guys. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry Crackers didn't show up. Sorry that Charged Particles didn't show up. I wanted to talk about Charged Particles. They have a really interesting thing. If you guys can go check them out.
I sent you some stuff, Nifty.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
To give away. Like you could give if you could give those two things away real quick.
We're doing it right now.
Actually,
oh my gosh.
I gave away some of the
good ones. He's giving some good ones away. Hold on a second. Whoa. Hold on.
I was gonna be selling these, but I decided I'm gonna,
he's giving away some PFPs here, guys. You can get a WAM, a Warrior Masters. This is we have this one. There's two of them, so we're going to do that one, and I like the 3i one's pretty badass. Okay, that one's cool too, man. Woo. Okay, so here we go. We're going to give this one away first. Okay, let's see who's going to get this. Humble's hitting out of the park today. Humble's winning.
Yeah, that's my boy over there.
Ooh, this is so good. All right, so we got Humble got the three-eyed, and then the other one. Let's get back there.
Humble told me about Wax in the first place.
Oh, really? Interesting, man. That's great. Yeah, Humble's great. Humble's a humongous community person, man. He's just he's awesome, man. I love Humble.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
so here we go. This is the Cyclops Willie Nelson. I'm gonna call him. This is the Cyclops Willie Nelson.
He got the gold. He got the gold chompers.
He does, man. He got the sweet gold chompers on there. Okay, so here we go. Let's see who's gonna win this one.
There you go.
I'm gonna give it away, guys. I'm gonna give it away. Don't worry. I'm gonna give it away. Oh, it really wants me to have it.
You go to jail when that happens.
I'm going one more time. I want it, but I'm going to give it away. I'll just get mine off the secondary.
It wants to have you.
It does. It says, wait, don't go. Jeff, you win, man. Jeff, you win. The We Are Monsters, Willie Nelson Cyclops. That's the one you win. So cool, super cool. So okay, guys, that's it, man. You want to leave us with anything, Eric?
No, I don't really have anything, man. Just thanks for inviting me onto the space and let me, be out here and get some exposure. And I hope everybody enjoys their week and weekend. And go buy some NFTs. It's fun.
Heck yeah. Nick, how about you, man?
The music contest is open to everybody. We'd love to hear some creations or some tracks maybe you haven't brought out of the closet for a while. Just come by, post them.
So it doesn't have to be vocals. It could just be soundtracks.
Anything.
Okay, I got some.
Oh, do it, TC. Yes, get in there, man. I want to see TC in there.
Some beatboxing, man.
Yeah.
How about you, TC? Anything you want to leave us with?
No,
that's it, man.
I'd said everything.
There you go, guys.
Glad to meet all of you.
Yeah,
you
man,
too.
for sure. Okay, guys, that was number 50. Next week we'll go 51. All right, so there you go.
I can't believe it's being 50.
I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Anyway, till next time, guys. Have a good one. All right, see you guys.
Peace out.
Thanks.